Hey guys, I am Coach Jen. I am coach of the Streakers program here at Fleet Feet Greensboro, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Streakers program in general, what we've got coming up for the remainder of 2017, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so that you can get to know me as your coach and how I got into running myself. So the Streakers program is really good for anyone and everyone, whether you are just coming off the couch and you're curious, or you've run 17 ultra marathons and you're looking to do another and get a little bit faster. Whether you're a 6-minute miler, whether you are a 16-minute miler, this program is for you. What everyone does have in common is that you want to get better. You want to improve. You want a customized daily training plan, not a cookie cutter, not a template, and you want to meet some good running friends to go the distance with. So here is how it works. So once you register, you and I are going to set up a consultation to get to know each other. And then I'm also going to send you a questionnaire, and all this information is going to give me what I need to put together your customized training plan. And then what you're going to do is starting April 3rd for our first session this year, every Monday and Thursday are going to be our group runs. And what you might be saying to yourself, well, how can I do a group run if my plan is individualized towards me? So every Monday is going to be a distance run. Every Thursday is going to be more geared towards speed. What you're going to do is look at your training plan and see what I have you doing. You might have a 3-mile run on a Monday. Somebody else may have a 7-mile run on a Monday. I'm going to send you an email that outlines all the routes for the various distances. What will be similar is that you're all going in the same direction, so you're doing it together. On Thursdays when we do speed work, what will be different is somebody might have 4 hill repeats, somebody else might have 7 hill repeats. Somebody might have paces geared more towards 5K, somebody else might have paces geared towards a 10K. So again, you'll look at your plan, you'll look at the email that I send you, and click on what corresponds to what is on your plan. Something new moving forward with all of our streaker sessions are going to be more formal Saturday morning group long runs. I'm really, really excited to announce that Julie Green is going to be our assistant coach for the program. Julie has been a streaker since our second session, and she is awesome. You might know Julie as a trail badass. She also leads Fleet Feet Greensboro's Wild Wednesday trail runs. And she's done everything from 5K to ultra marathons. So she's really excited to help answer your questions and to lead that Saturday morning group run. Same thing will apply as a Monday or a Thursday group run, where you will look at your plan. You could have a 6-mile run, you could have a 12-mile run. But again, you'll all be going out in the same direction. If you have paces that you need for those runs, I will send those to you, but you'll all be there doing it together. Some of the things that you get as a streaker, I will send you guys a calendar that outlines all of our Monday and Thursday night group runs and anything different or additional that we're doing. So for example, we could have a social event, we could have a guest speaker, we could have a certain type of fun run. Some of the favorites have been our chocolate mile, which is basically like a beer mile, except you eat candy. We do destination runs. We do the Gray Streaker marker chase, which is basically like you run around like crazy around Country Park trying to find markers, kind of like a shuttle run. And then we do holiday-themed costume runs. We just have a lot of fun together doing some of that stuff. We have subgroups, so once you and I meet, I will assign you to a Will Ferrell-themed subgroup that will align you with your best pace buddies. So this is a big group. We've had 115 in a session at a time before. So this just gives you an idea of who are going to be the best people for you to run with. You do not have to run with anyone in that group if you don't want to. It's really just a starting point for you to know who I think are going to be your best pace buddies. We always have a target race for each session, so I would say about 25 to 30% of the group probably do the target race. You do not have to. Again, your plan is going to be individualized towards you, so you can choose whatever race you want to do, and I will gear you towards that race. Let's see. You also get a 15% store discount, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so what we got on tap for 2017. So coming up, starting April 3rd, is going to be Streakers 16. That session will run through June 24th, and this session will be a little bit different in that we're geared more towards 5K and 10K distances. It gets a little bit hot, as you guys know, down here in these months, so it's a good time to kind of change focus, do some shorter miles, maybe get some new PRs in these shorter distances, At the same time, if you have a half marathon, let's say, that you want to do in the summer or maybe early fall that you want to train for, that's totally fine too. And even so, I mean, just for anyone that has any, fall longer distance goals, it's a good time to get started on your base work for that too. We will be targeting most of the Trivium racing events during that time. A lot of 5K, 10K, 8K events. Again, you don't have to do those. They're optional, but it's a lot of fun if you can come to these races with your streaker buds and do them together. So registration is open for Streaker 16. You just go to fleetfeetgreensboro.com, go under training, find Streakers, and you can register right there. Streaker 17 is going to start on August 7th, and that is going to go through November 20th. Our target race for that is going to be the Richmond Half Marathon, Marathon, and 8K events on November 11th. Again, you do not have to do that race. You can train for whatever you want, but that will be the group target. Registration for that session will likely open in June. And again, that's going to be kind of more geared back towards longer distance, because as we all know, fall is the best time to run longer distance races. Okay, so now to tell you a little bit about me and how I got started with running on my own. When I was in, I think it was 3rd grade, my dad would go up to the track after dinner, of all times, to go run. And I would always kind of wonder, well, why the heck is he doing that? Why would you go want to run around in circles, especially after you've eaten a big meal? So I thought it was kind of crazy, but I just decided to go with him one night. And I just remember my first run, and I loved it. And I kind of got it. And so my dad took me to a local running store up in Connecticut at the time, got me a real pair of sneakers, and then he convinced me to enter my first race ever in 4th grade. It was a cross-country 1-mile run. I was nervous as all get up. I actually ended up winning the race though, and it was, as I say, a monster was born at that point. I ended up running competitively for my high school. I did cross-country and track. Had an awesome coach. I learned a ton from him. I've met some of my best friends to this day on that team. And I kind of became known as the sponge. My passion really developed for running at that point. I started retaining anything and everything about running, any running stat. If anyone didn't know what their own PRs were, I was probably the person that was going to be able to tell them for them what their PRs were. I was also the nerd in the morning at homeroom when everyone's hanging out in the hallways. I was in my homeroom classroom reading the Harrier magazine and all these silly little running stats, and I probably still do that to this day. But anyway, point being, I had a lot of fun. We capped off my senior year. We were runner-up in our state meet, which was a pretty awesome way to end my high school career. Then we went on to college. I ran for Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It was an NCAA Division I program. Did cross-country and track, mostly did the 5K and the 10K. If there had been something longer that was offered to me, I probably would have done it, but that was the longest we could go at that time. I actually dealt with some injuries in college, so I never kind of felt like I hit my potential there, but what I did learn a ton about in college was the importance of rest and recovery. And so as your coach, you're going to hear me talk a lot about the importance of that, because that is definitely something that is a big part of my training philosophy. I also met my husband in college. He was a middle distance guy, and then we got married not too long after college. From there, I did my first marathon in 2009, and I was immediately hooked on the distance. I knew that was exactly what I wanted to be doing. And I also learned at that point that I wanted to share my passion with other people. So from there, I got my USA Track and Field and Road Runners Club of America coaching certifications. I started the Streakers program here in 2011. Obviously continued marathoning. This all coincided also with wanting to start a family. So my first son, Logan, was born in December of 2013. Make sure I had that right. And since then, I've actually run my best 2 marathons. And so for any women who are, at the point in their life of having children and think like, oh, how can I kind of combine all this together? I'm here to tell you that you can do this. My marathon PR is now at 2:54:58. And my son Cooper was just born 3 months ago, and I am back to training now, and with my sights set on qualifying for the 2020 Olympic trials. So that's kind of the quick and dirty on my timeline of running, and for you to get to know me a little bit better. I hope you're excited. I hope this gives you some good info about what's to come for streakers this year. Again, no matter what your goal is, whether you're just rising from the couch or you just want to keep getting faster and faster, this program is for you. We've seen countless PRs, numerous Boston Marathon qualifiers. We have served over 600 runners since inception of this program, and I hope that you will join us as well, and I hope that we will see you on April 3rd. Thanks, guys.